especially if Vladimir is building tank, being able to get the sustained damage when Froggen can get egged will make it much more difficult of a lane. And then I'm really excited to see KFO's carry Fiora again in the top lane. Really cool that he could be able to just burst him down. Keith doesn't have very many items yet. Jensen's actually going in for him in the top lane.
Yeah, shrunk down to half health. Meanwhile, there's action onto Big. He's forced to flash over the wall as 3 members of Cloud9 catch up. Keith is caught. Impact teleports in. Kill secured as he's able to lock down Keith. Aggressive move of the game. Echo Fox looked to answer. Impact trading with KFO in the bottom is doing some good damage, but right now, Jensen is 1v3 as Keith looks for revenge. The Storm Raider Surge pops, but the Proto Belt can't get him out. Oh, Ignite implies grievous wounds, and despite some good damage, Keith gets that kill. And oh, the catch onto KFO. Smoothie's catching up as well. Flash is used, but KFO makes it out.
Yeah, really like the fact that Hard was not messing around and he instantly flashed onto Jensen before he'd be able to escape.
There's no
KFO
flash.
in a lot of trouble now. Gets the move speed. He's got to be able to juke this.
Meteos has the tunnel. He's going for the time.
Point blank, baby.
Oh, he has his teleport.
Oh, bad
right
communication right there, and his recall is slow. Just Echo Fox dropping the ball here. Cloud9, got to be a steal.
Oh, down to 50 health, but Meteos secures it. A cast from Hard is going to buy time, but he's got nowhere to go. Jensen has slain Hard.
Deadly miscommunication right there.
Up to 3 in that wall of ice. Oh, wow, but Smoothie gets caught face checking and pays the price.
Yeah, well, Echo Fox had gotten all of their waves pushing at the same time, but we're actually seeing a Lucian gank up in the top lane, and everyone's trying to collapse in on Impact.
Hard is going to catch him from the side, dodges forward as he's trying to get rid of some of the damage. That explosive cask is about to come off of cooldown. Impact is destroyed. Hard secures the kill, tying it up, but Cloud9 are in the mid lane. Sneaky tries. Jensen has no escape summoners, but he's still able to get out as Echo Fox are undaunted.
Yeah, and
Exactly,
Meteos going in.
Knock up onto Froggen. He's burned low, but he's got so many shields. Meteos is going to be locked down, and Impact is in the back line. Meteos drops to Keith. Impact trying to disrupt as best he can, while KFO is holding 1 versus 3. He drops the grand challenge for an execution. Some healing. Jensen again goes down. A triple kill for Keith as Echo Fox cleaned that up.
What a fight by Echo Fox, and oftentimes you think of Maokai as this superior team fighter to Fiora because he can just teleport in and destroy you, but it's actually KFO who does a tank's job and zones 3 people out for the duration of the fight without taking any damage. So amazing teleport in from KFO at the end of that fight. 3 kills picked up by Echo Fox, and how much are they going to get for this push? They already take the inhibitor, and
they don't have any.
Would they go for more? It's just Sneaky and Smoothie right here.
20 seconds before Jensen's up, 10 for Impact, but they're trying for it. They're on to the Nexus turret, number 1. Smoothie going to go. I have no idea where Meteos just goes. He's trying to catch the minion wave, but it's too far. The Nexus turret is going down. The Nexus is laid bare, and Echo Fox are trying to drop it. Smoothie is dead. Finally, Meteos catches back in. But the Nexus is dropped, and Echo Fox defeat Cloud9.
Just a catastrophe down the stretch for Cloud9. They try and force one team fight, and they do not respect the overall pushing power or team fighting, for that matter, of Echo Fox. And
looks like it is, in fact, going to be Vladimir.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he can stack a lot of early magic resist and maybe try and pressure Jensen off of being in range from farming the wave. I like it that they've got
a lot of forward pressure from Echo Fox as they want to break down this tier 1 turret. 20 Fufu drops the tunnel, and the arrow will hit.
Beautiful gank.
He's locked down, forced to flash, but Meteos catches up. Heal was already used. Tempered Fate finds Big. They're going to look for 1 and follow up on the second. First blood for Sneaky as Jensen roams up. Big is going to drop. 2 kills, Cloud9.
So that's the type of trigger they wanted to be able to pull in the first game with this.
But here comes the rest of Cloud9. Remember, he doesn't have any flash, gets knocked up. He's going to end up going down to Sneaky, and Big is going to follow. Even the recall from Jensen as he picks up another kill. It's 4-0 for Cloud9.
So nowhere is currently safe for
Vision is split, so dual lane's going to stay there. Teleport available for Froggen, but there's action as Big finds a snare.
Oh, nice stun. They're going to turn it.
Locks down Big. Meteos has to get out. Cocoon is going to find him. They're under the turret. They're diving it. Froggen's coming in. Hard can reset with the repel, and in fact, it's Big taking the turret. He goes down. Meteos gets it. Misplay from Echo Fox. They're not even able to get Sneaky just yet. Finally, he drops, but Froggen drops back in. He's still got turret aggro. He goes down. Triple kill to Meteos and 4 kills for Cloud9.
Yeah, everyone just point with it. the one miscommunication when they threw the Ash Arrow through the Bard ult, but now Froggen trying to make another play.
Yeah, he's got no chrono break, and Sneaky's been allowed to just fire shot after shot. Flash! Oh my gosh, he's still alive. There's Jensen. The laser is going to miss. Froggen is being escorted out of there. There's the arrow. Sneaky finally finds it.
Oh, and they got the angle on him.
Cloud9 are continuing to chase. KFO drops the Sanguine Pool, but Impact.
They actually don't even have the deep wards for Impact to teleport in on right now, but they're going for a fight. This is the 5v5. Impact's behind. Here we go.
Oh, Arrow finds Big, separating him. Oh, the Tempered Fate will reset onto Keith. He's chased up and locked down. He will go down. No, he flashes on the far side. Impact is in the front as it's Chaos. Meteos trying to get some action, but he's so low, forced to back out of the fight. Impact finally going to slay Keith as Sneaky has been untouched. It was a 5v5 as everyone teleported in, but oh, Jensen is going off. He finds a kill on the far side. It's 5v3 right now.
And they were able to catch Keith, and the amount of CC chain that Bunny Fufu put down onto him was absolutely massive. This is the play they've needed to make for quite a while, and they can most likely get the Baron after this one, but Hart is still sticking around. Froggen and KFO aren't willing to give up on the play.
Yeah, Hart has his smite. Froggen is low and is forced to back out. Sneaky might be able to chase these kills down on that sticky Ash. Oh, KFO already used his pull.
Yeah,
might end up going down. Yeah, he's finally going to drop the rest of Cloud9 in the back of Baron. Bunny Fufu is able to get a kill onto Hart by baiting him out. Oh man, Bunny Fufu did end up going down, but that's Baron going over to Cloud9. Hang off as he takes barely any damage. Bunny Fufu is in the front, trying to zone away while the rest of Cloud9 destroy the tier 2 so quickly. They now collapse onto Froggen. Jensen will catch up with a laser. They've left Sneaky all alone, but he's totally fine with it as KFO tries to go for a flank, and Impact and Meteos are diving so deep. Cloud9 are not going to be stopped. They get a kill onto Froggen, but this is not the end of the push.
Yeah, this is more like it for Cloud9. They still have 5 people alive. They've killed Froggen. They have the Baron up still, and they catch Keith again.
Yeah, an arrow onto Keith. He is destroyed. Flash from Sneaky. Doesn't even need that turn aggro. That's going to be another kill onto KFO. And that's still 4 members of Cloud9 shoving forward with Baron buff, with a large minion wave. They're going to take this inhibitor. Let's see if they decide to continue pushing forward. They are going to. It's up to Big and Hard to keep themselves in this game. They are not going to, and Cloud9 are on the Nexus turret. They're on the Nexus itself. They're going to take us to a Game 3 against Echo Fox.
Yeah, and overall, very well played by Cloud9, especially from the duo lane and Meteos. The way that they worked around that lane and completely took Keith and Big out of it. There's that curveball. Sometimes you can get a little flustered if you're like, man, why is KFO going?
5 games. This will be his first repeat of the split. And it is locked in. So, Victor in the mid lane for Jensen. Try bringing low Froggen Swain.
Yeah, and it's just really strong. He actually, no flash right here. I think KFO's dead.
Yeah, KFO is currently level 3. Oh my goodness, he's going to be slaughtered. Meteos gets first blood.
Deep in enemy territory, but because they're controlling the tempo so much.
From KFO, still level 4, but Cloud9 are already on the other side. They're going to try diving Impact. KFO has no flash, but currently Keith has aggro. He's snared under the turret and knocked back in. Oh, almost goes down. And Impact is able to turn it around with some help from Jensen. Meteos finds Froggen. And Jensen, meanwhile, did get that kill onto KFO. Big gets caught on top of it. Jensen is 2-0.
What an early game so far.
Jensen, but should be able to find some pressure. KFO actually is going to drop the Grand Challenge. He's down a level, but he's still doing some good damage. Healing up. Able to proc all 4 vitals, goes for a 5th on top of it. Impact may have bitten off more than he can chew. The minions are doing enough work, and KFO solo kills Impact.
Yeah, and the teleport
Will
from
they be able to make it in time? Hard is there, drops the cast early. Arrow threads the needle onto Fox. Meteos is able to lock him down. Bunny Fufu is doing some big damage along with Sneaky as Cloud9 pick off the wounded members of Echo Fox. Impact flashes, he gets the snare. It's 2 members of Echo Fox dead.
Yeah, so KFO decided to continue pushing the wave, and
yeah, that glimpse of the Void buff so strong, able to break down 2 turrets. And
super dead.
Meteos finally going to catch up. 3 members of Cloud9 versus 1 of Echo Fox. And Meteos is going to secure the kill. Meanwhile, Jensen has been left alone in the mid lane. Teleport from Froggen to try to lock him down. Doesn't have a Rylai's, but Plenty sticky enough on that Swain. Nevermove will buy some time, and Echo Fox have found a kill in answer. Funny Fufu's a little bit too late, but Cloud9 again collapsed. Flash from Meteos, he's denied by Hard as Sneaky is in the back trying to shred through. He's snared down on his own, but Echo Fox can't get in. They're solo, the arrow misses, and Echo Fox get out.
Wow, that could have been...
And once again, Cloud9 might need to make up their mind on which they want to go for. Even teleport used from Impact to secure it. That's Baron buff for Cloud9. Arrow is going to hit Keith. Funny Fufu's right there. The knock-up stacks on top. He needs one auto attack and finds it. He goes down. It's 2 kills for Cloud9. It's 5v3 with the Baron buff.
Yeah, and that's the value of that Ashe pick for Cloud9. Keith just kind of meandering around when they didn't have vision around Baron. So the Ashe arrow...
The enhanced recall. Echo Fox have got to stop this. The flash
They want the win.
They could be looking for the win right now. Keith is destroyed again. This guy cannot catch a break.
Yeah, and they still have Baron and Power Minis, but at the same time, they got to be careful, actually, because KFO is killing the Nexus turrets on the other side.
Yeah,
And
KFO split pushing
no
hard.
one's been able to get back.
They're turning on the Frog, and he's trying to buy some time.
No.
KFO is on the second one.
Baron and powered recalls are real, so they can get back. They just need to take the time.
Yeah, Hard is able to
Jensen made
disrupt
it back.
one. Impact. Oh, he actually turns it around. Jensen is back. He's going to be able to get KFO off of this, and now Cloud9 are going to turn around. KFO is dead. That's an ace, and Cloud9 win their first series of the NA LCS Summer Split.
Yeah, it gets a little bit dicey as you're always fearful that KFO can backdoor the Nexus, but I actually really like the shot calling by Cloud9 down the stretch there. The decisiveness of Impact to catch Keith right at the end was awesome, and it just allowed all the damage to go to Cloud9 to crush, but they sent the right person back to base, too. Jensen with a whole bunch of damage to burst down KFO as Sneaky and the rest of the squad could clinch the series.
Yeah, taking their first win. They bring it 1-1 and now tie themselves in the standings with Echo Fox after that win. That was the decisiveness we were looking for, that they have been lacking in game number 1 and game number 2. So on the fly, we're already seeing some improvements.